In 2004, there were 7 million people living alone in Britain, which is 4 times as many as in 61. Calculate how many people lived alone in Britain in 61 and express the answer in standard form. Well, this part of the question is actually in two parts, so you need to calculate first of all how many people lived alone in Britain in 61, and that is fairly simple arithmetic. So let's write down 7 million, and it says in 2007 million, which was 4 times as many as in 61. That means in 61 there were a quarter as many living alone. So 4 into 7 million goes 4 into 7 is 1, carry 3. 4 into 30 goes 7, which is 28, so carry 2. 4 into 20 goes 5, and then we've got those zeros, so that's equal to 1,750,000 lived alone in 1961. Now it says express your answer in standard form. In standard form, this is, and if you don't know what standard form is, it's about expressing a number between 1 and less than 10. So it'll be greater or equal to 1 and less than 10. So you're expressing a number in unitary form basically. And to do that, we have to move the decimal place. So here we're going to move it over. The decimal will be here. So we move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that becomes 1.75. And you don't have to express the noughts after that. And you put down times 10 to the power. And remember, we moved it 6 places, so you put that down as 6. Now, just as a reminder of what standard form is, you can do that with numbers less than 0 as well. So, for example, let's just do this. So 0.0549 in standard form would be equal to, moving the decimal point again, 1, 2. So we've got 5 at the front, so it'd be 5.49 times 10. We've moved it 2 places, but we've moved it 2 places to the right this time. So we need to make that a negative number then. So that'll be 10 to the minus 2. Okay. So hopefully that explains, expresses standard form to you. Now the second part of the question, again, is simple maths to start with. It says 2/3 of the 24.6 million households in 2004 were family households. How many households in the UK were family households? So let's start with that. 24.6 times 2/3. Again, simple maths. 3 into there goes 8. Into 6 goes 2. So it's equal to 8.2 times 2, which is 16.2. So remember, it's millions. So 16 I apologise, 16.4 million. Households were family households. Now we're asked to express the answer correct to two significant figures. So with significant figures, you tend to ignore the zeros. In this case, you wouldn't. There are no zeros at the front anyway. But what you do is you look at the two most important figures, and it's also a case of rounding. Now, if this was 16.8, because 8 is greater than 5 or greater, you would round it up and you would say to two significant figures, this would be 17 million. But because 4 is less than 5, you'd say to two significant figures, this is 16 million. Now I could write million there, and I'm just covering all bases just in case they want you to write the noughts. I'm going to write noughts. So for a million you have 6 noughts, so make sure you get the noughts right. Just to carry on the topic of significant figures, for instance, if you've got let's take this again, 0.0549. That's to two significant figures. The most significant figures here are these two. However, remember it's about rounding as well, because 9 is greater or equal to 5. That becomes a 5 then. So to two significant figures, that would be equivalent to 0.055. I hope that helps you understand the concept of significant figures.